Hello? Hello? It's me. Wow. He's back, and mostly on time. What's the deal with airline food? What am I talking about? Clearly I've lost my mind. Let's get started. Let me see. I need to rewrite my bot. That's something I need to do, but it's taking a bit. My bot's broken. Okay. Well, I got kicked out of Twitch chat again. So like, I can see my bot is still available in Discord. Actually, no, my bot is dead. Hold on. Let me see. I can check the status of it really quick. Did its container just go down? I need to... finagle this. Yeah. How annoying. How annoying. It's the Discord thing. Whatever's happened with Discord, I'm getting rate limited for some reason. Whatever. Because it's getting rate limited, it's then causing my bot to crash, which doesn't seem right, but whatever. Sometimes the bot's here, sometimes it's not. It's all a mystery. You never know when it's watching. You never know. Anyways, let's go to... Hold on. I'm so just out of it for some reason today. Oh, hello, Needle Mouse. How are you? Hello, hello. How are you doing today? I'm going to get started in a little bit. Give me 1 second while I manipulate 2 computers at the same time. And you can see none of that. Good. You're doing good? Are you Superman? Get it? Because Superman does good. If you're a normal person, you're doing well. Learn something called latex. So you're doing like text formatting as in a weird, super structured language. I'm familiar with latex. I think it's somewhat silly. I understand why people use latex. It makes formatting, academic proofs and whatnot really easy. Basic language, yeah, it's latex. Yeah, I'm familiar with latex. Yes. I've never had to use it like academically, but from what I understand, if you go into like upper level mathematics, or if you're going into research, you need to learn latex, because if you're doing like scholarly journals or whatnot, like a normal person, like there's tools that allow you to not have to use latex, but most people use latex. Yeah. It's like, what if we did like document layout as code? Well, it's not really like code. It's just like a way of formatting things. That's like saying Markdown is code. Markdown is not code. Let me see. I think this is the most up-to-date part, by the way. Yes, this is the GitHub profile. which actually is kind of neat. So if we go over to here, this is what I did during one of my calls. Actually, multiple calls that I had today. Most of them are just completely useless. Look at that. We put together, or I put together, I should say, one of these things. A GitHub profile for the organization. So that's all generated from here. I just got booted from chat. Oh no. Ping google.com. Okay. Just had to make sure. I guess Twitch chat just died somehow. Because I'm still connected, I think. Right. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Average 1 millisecond. I think. I'm still live, right? Like I just got booted from Twitch chat, that's it. Yeah? No? How do I restart Twitch? How do I force a reconnect to Twitch chat? I feel like Twitch chat's been having some problems recently. Or at least I'm having problems with Twitch chat. I think I'm back in. Okay. Maybe not. I have no idea if you're trying to say anything, Needle Mouse. I do see that like on my other stream monitor PC. Like you're saying things. Occasionally, every time I refresh it, I can see a new chat message, but I cannot see what you're saying in real time. I find it nice. I'm trying to do some more Rayleigh plus C stuff. I'm gonna hop Borderlands 2 soon. Borderlands 2 is a pretty good game. It also came out like 10 years ago. So I think it could almost be considered a retro game at this point, sadly enough. I have good memories of playing Borderlands 2 for sure, though. Alright, I think we're back into the chat room, maybe. Hold on. I think we're good. Possibly. So this is up to date. Git pull. Okay. So this is where we're at. We have this thing, blah, blah. Remote control server, not quite here yet. I wanted to get this in for the last, for this alpha, but just need more time. Tracking, so there's iFacial mocap. Seems easy enough. And then we have OpenC face, which I think is fine. Yeah. I think I'll do... I wonder if I can just do this really quick. I'll just do like a really quick VTube studio thing. Because I was looking into implementing Meow Face, but I also saw the news that today Meow Face is probably going to have to just be taken offline because of their tracking backend. I'm not really sure how that works. It'll be 10 years old in September 18th. See, oh, I knew it was really old. I knew it was really old. See, that's one of those games I played when it was released. I remember reading the articles about the original Borderlands coming out, and I was like, wow, this game sounds really cool. Let me tell you, that game was really cool. What a great game. All right, I've just been talking without actually doing anything. Hold on. So let me see. I need to open up runner traits and then default runner. I need to move some of this stuff over here because I realized that some of these things are somewhat incorrect. Yeah, like low GLB does not need to be here. Or shouldn't be here, actually. Yeah. Should try to get Borderlands on my Xbox 360, get the cool experience. You still have an Xbox 360? Does that count as a retro game console at this point? Like the Xbox 360 came out in like 2006? Maybe. When did the Xbox 360 come out, actually? Xbox 360. When was this released? 2005. Oh. Actually, when was the original Xbox released? What the heck? I thought I was actually a bit too early. Original Xbox was 2001, I think. That's wild. 2001, I was barely like sentient, to be honest. But man, 2005, those are different times back then. So GLB. I think the GLB one I can take out. Yeah, I mean I'm overwriting it anyway. Maybe not. Yeah. Hold on. I think I do need to do this. Logger info. GLB loader. Packed scene GLTF. And I think this will always give you a, some sort of node, I guess. My Xbox 360, I found Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360 in Walmart 8 months ago and bought it. Sonic Unleashed, wasn't that the really bad one? Or no, that was Sonic 2006, right? That was the really, really bad one. I remember now. What's Sonic Unleashed? Is that the one where he turns into a werehog? Runner, load file, failed. Model. So we're gonna do this. This. I don't think we need this anymore. Then we can just do safely okay model. Something like that. Yeah, right? Shadowing and already okay. It's not bad. Maybe people had his AGN, but I think people don't like it because of backtracking. I think backtracking explode levels to get medals to progress in the game, and let me tell you, it's hell. Sonic Unleashed. I mean, that was the one with the werehog in it, right? Sonic Unleashed. Oh yeah, it was this one. Wasn't it like people didn't like it? Like they liked the like the regular Sonic portions, but then the werehog parts were just bad. Like why play this when you why play this when you could instead play like a dedicated brawler? Because there are quite a few of those that are coming out around the same time. Right, because isn't it like the werehog portion? I played a little bit of it. I played the demo, I think. It's like you had a combo system, but there was no reason to use the combo system and the werehog portions. The Sonic portions were fun, but there just weren't enough of them because they went by too fast. This sounds about right to me. Anyways. Load GLB. Load a GLB model. Model. This is not what I'm supposed to be working on, by the way. So I think this, I can just add it to my commit history really quick. It's not great, but it is something that I do need to remove from here. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Because I was thinking about how would I implement like 2D stuff. Like, obviously, inherit from runner traits. But then I was like, wait a minute, I should not allow you to be able to load GLBs in the 2D one. There are 200 sun metals and 200 night metals. You have to backtrack and find all of them. 400 metals. Well, you know, back then, lots of review scores were mostly just based off of like total playtime that a game gave you. So that was actually considered to be good game design. Mostly because like games journalism back then and even now is pretty garbage. It's kind of a syndicate. Where games journalists are paid off by, you know, the marketing departments of so-and-so to give a game a certain score, blah, blah, blah. So people would design their games to meet that expectation, for better or worse. Usually for worse. Right, check out. Actually, what branches do I even have right now? All right. Oh, that's not how you do it. Git branch. Delete. IFM has already been merged. Git branch. Delete. Feature flags already merged. Git branch. Delete. What other branches are there? Stage options still in progress. Remote control server still in progress. Interpolation C++ module. That's been merged. Took forever, by the way. Hold on. I think that's good enough. Test branch. I don't remember what test branch is for, so we'll just get rid of it. So git branch, delete test branch. Hard delete. There we go. So git check out branch. Refactor. So what are we doing? Refactor, I don't know, runner improvements, runner enhancements. So this one is like move GLB loader. So git commit or git status, git restore assets. Move GLB load logic from runner trait to default runner. Origin factor. Runner enhancements, that's right. Then here, need to figure out, I feel like this I was thinking about this when I was out on a run this morning. So this should probably be done on a separate thread. So we'll have a few threads going all at the same time. I'm gonna turn on a fan really quick. Just kind of cause the duck model to freak way the heck out. Yeah, so this should probably be done in a thread. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Yeah. Because this part is the most strenuous part right? Because we don't want to block the main thread here in physics step. Because you could have more than one tracker going, and then each tracker might be doing some very complicated stuff. Maybe. Because the plan is to have some configuration checks in each tracker. So, and because the data is interpolated, it's okay if it kind of lags a little bit. Possibly. Think about it. I think that makes sense to me. This can go away. Default runner. And also, before any of that, stored offsets. Stored offsets. Okay, so before I do that, I do need to figure out what the heck I'm doing with tracker. Or each tracker, I should say. So, what did I call it? Tracking backend interface. Okay, so how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Model. I don't think I want to apply. Well, I don't want this. I don't want this. That's for sure. So interpolation data and then extra. I don't know about extra either. I feel like this should just be interpolation data. Or maybe there should be model. Maybe we should pass in the model, but then no extra dictionary because there's no reason to. Right, so you'll have the model and the interpolation data. Yeah. So we just need to go to OpenCV face. This is now invalid since there's no extra to go with. Blindly grabbing data is bad. That's right. So I gotta think. I feel like I can. Store offsets. Is this even used? Like, this is triggered from one of these, an unhandled input. Save offsets. So save offsets. Yeah, main tracker set offsets. And so that's defined here. Why can't I just do like just have something that's like get data? So it gets it's a window into the most recent. Nah, I think set offsets is probably the best part, or probably the best way of doing it. I guess what we can do here is just ensure that the offsets are available here. Yeah. So we can do some of this stuff. Face tracker PID. I need to rethink this entire thing. Let's see. We can hang on to a reference to the stored offsets, right? Hold on. Stored offsets. Stored offsets. Set offsets. This is something that's on my list of things to do because it makes it really the current design is not great. So set offsets. I feel like maybe set offsets should be done based off of the current. No, not based off of the. Maybe. Yeah, actually, set offset should be done based off of the interpolation data, right? Because the interpolation data, what we can do is we can set the target values, right? I think that's actually how I do it in IFM. Now I'm thinking about it. Hold on. IFM. Yeah. I set these things directly, and I don't even take into account the stored offsets. This is something I don't know, because I need the offsets. I'm thinking. Yeah, because like save offsets, I can just grab, I can modify this to give me a snapshot of the data, I think. So interpolation data, IFM data, yeah. So we always just have like a data object that's available. So set offsets is more of like we can snapshot it, basically. So instead I should have something that's like, this, like func, just get data that'll give back something. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea. It'll give you back a thing. We have no idea. Some sort of variance for sure. And then that data should be used to, well, I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? I guess that makes sense. So for every tracker that we add, we will see what I'm trying to solve for here is I need to have access to the stored offset somehow, right? I need access to your stored offsets, but I don't want to pass it along in the apply function because it doesn't make any sense for that stuff to be there. What does make sense is occasionally you might want to pass along the module, but that's kind of like something you shouldn't rely on, I guess, because it's not super important to be here. Which means that this needs to change, because most changes, right? Like it's really only here in case you have blend shapes that need to be applied, right? So for example, IFM has a lot of blend shapes that should be applied, which means that they should be here. But otherwise, we try to do everything based off of the interpolation data. So set offsets. You need. I'm still thinking about it. How do we get access to this? We can hold on to it somehow. we can hold on to it. Or whenever we set offsets, what we can do is we can, maybe each thing should have its own offsets. Maybe that just makes more sense. What do I even use these offsets for? They're only ever used for OpenCFace, honestly. Maybe like this should actually just snapshot. Maybe everything. Yeah, actually, I only use stored offsets for each tracker. So each thing needs to have its own offsets. That's right. That makes no sense why they should be sharing them. Okay. So this is not really an interface anymore, by the way. This is more of a... This is more of a tracking backend traits. Where is this used? Oh, jeez. What is this? Toggle tracking. Okay, so this could be kind of tough, but I think what I can do is just very carefully tracking backend traits, because it's not an interface anymore, because it does define a value, which is a bit tough. Tracking backend traits. So now that's going to start freaking out. We'll go here, tracking backend trait. Hit it with just a replace all. Yeah, just hope that it's good enough, right? So, hey. Replace these, and I think everything should be fine after that. Godot might be a bit confused. It happens. All right, that's still a problem, right? Yeah, Godot is a bit confused, but that's fine. All right, so now we have our stored offsets just kind of hanging out. Like, we should always have stored offsets here. And then in default runner, yeah, there we go. Then we just go through every single one of them. Yeah, so instead of just setting it off the main tracker, because that doesn't make any sense, what we can do is for tracker in trackers, hold on. I guess set offsets. This one doesn't even need to take any inputs. Why are you confused? Why are you freaking out? Get tree set isn't declared. What are you talking about? Hit me with a reload really quick. Sometimes this happens as well. Default runner. What do you mean? Reload me. Alright, close this. Bring me back. Default runner. Okay, yeah. So it was a different error. That also something that has a tendency to happen. Okay, so then this one we take out. Yeah, save offsets, that's fine. So we do need to offset you every now and then. So yeah, okay. So IFM, this is now a problem, but stored offsets. It's beautiful. Set offsets here, and then I do know that there is like a dummy somewhere. Dummies, yeah. Tracking backend dummy. Do that. I think get data doesn't need to exist. There's no reason for that. Set offsets. What is your problem? Yes. So this is stored offsets. There we go. Tracking backend dummy. switch some stuff around. I don't remember what I'm using the dummy for. It's loaded in by default by the runner trait. Okay, I think I do actually need more dummies. I just don't remember where I need to use them. Okay. But these are all the offsets that are needed. So whenever we do this, then we'll just call tracker set offsets. All right, save offsets. So then whenever we start tracking, I know there's one of these that we can subscribe to just so we can know when tracking has started. Let me see. Pose model, probably not. See, this is something I also need to reconcile because I don't remember what the difference is. We've kind of accrued a lot of cruft over time. So this is bone translation target value is equal to this stuff. Something like that. I feel like I don't even need to do this, like the update time versus the other time. Like, I feel like this is good enough. On rotation. Because, I mean, this is all this is doing on the back end, right? What is this? All right. Forgot how painful this was to set up in the first place, though. So in IFM, I didn't even... Yeah, the IFM thing, I didn't even do any of the eyebrow stuff either. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is I'm just going to assume the data is ordered properly. That's good enough, because there is a deluge of data. And then we'll figure it out. We'll figure out if it's actually needed. I'm just going to call this data, by the way. Left gaze target value is equal to these things. So I knew I wasn't crazy when I was using the Euler instead of the Quaternion. Left blank is equal to OSF left eye open target value what's your problem? OSF. Am I dumb? I am dumb. OSF data. And then the mouth stuff. Data. Mouth open is equal to mouth open target. Mouth open. I think this does need another refactor pass. Because since I was basing this rewrite off of OpenCFace GD, right? I think there's a lot of things that are kind of explicitly built for OpenCFace in mind, which is a little limiting considering that there's so many other types of whatnots So many other types of tracking. And actually, OpenSea Face seems to be the outlier. Everything else kind of just gives you exactly what you need, from what I can tell. I suppose MediaPipe is a little different, because MediaPipe does the OpenSea Face thing and just gives you raw data, and it's like, I don't know, just figure it out or something. I don't know, you're the nerd. Let me see. So that should be fine, probably. Set offsets. Yeah, I think that's fine for both of these. Let me see. What did I call it? Is like some sort of descriptor, tracking GUI descriptor, and this is for OpenSea Face. So I'll change this. Didn't I do a thing here, toggle tracking, and then we publish? Yeah. Tracker toggled. And so IFM also uses the same thing. I need to document that because that's something that I'm 100% going to forget. Tracker toggle. So at least it's a global. So it's a thing. So on tracker toggled, tracker use as main tracker, we can listen for this value. Okay, so I think this is pretty easy, right? We can do, yeah, we could just hit it with a save offsets. Save offsets. So it's not always going to be immediate. So if any of them are zeroed, well, I don't know. Well, I guess what we can do is just wait like 2 seconds. Or maybe wait 1 second. So or actually we can do this, right? Well, and also need to figure out how long to wait before well, I gotta think. What's good logic for waiting? Right, because I've explained this before, but the default orientation for OpenSea face data is for your face to be like this, which might be my fault. But and the default orientation for IFM data is like this, right? It's basically wherever you're looking at the camera, and then it just kind of figures out. But from what I can tell, OpenSea face data varies wildly depending on the quality of your webcam. Like I have a pretty decent webcam. It's not great by any standards, but it's like I've accidentally used it as a mic before, and it still sounded pretty good. So I mean, of course, it doesn't really match up to having an actual condenser mic or cardioid mic. I think this is a cardioid mic. Payload data is true. So if you're turning on this, I think I can match. Yeah, I can match the descriptor against the tracker, I think. because otherwise there's not really a great way of setting the offsets immediately. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe I can do this. If payload data is false, then just return, send me. Otherwise, what we can do is for tracker and trackers, because we don't actually, it's just a list, I think, right? Isn't it just a list of trackers? It's not actually like something I can find exactly. Yeah, it's just a list of trackers. So it might be better to make this a dictionary, maybe. Yeah, it might be better to refactor that into a dictionary. So we can do this. So this is a dictionary of string to backend trait, something like that. All right, so then this is for tracker and trackers.values. And then can you clear a dictionary like that? You can, okay. So then this is trackers.values. That's pretty easy, right? Just save all offsets based off of that. But here, what we can do is just find the exact tracker. So if trackers has payload ID, or if not, right? If not tracker has payload ID, then this should be an error. Hold on. I think this makes more sense. I think this makes more sense. I'm starting to feel a bit better about it. Tracker not found. Payload ID. Really? Logger error. Oh, that's the error. No, okay, this is not how you're supposed to do it. And we're not supposed to return anything either. Tracker, not, or tried to set offsets. Tried to set on non-existent. Is it existent or existent? Non-existent with an E. Okay, good to know. Non-existent tracker payload ID. Then otherwise we'll do trackers payload ID set offsets. Something like that, right? Set offsets. So this doesn't need to exist. This was actually missing a comma, but I guess GD script was just is like, yeah, looks good enough to me. Let's not think about it too hard. If not tracker is tracking backend trait, then continue. This should actually be an error. Logger error. Tracker is not, or does not inherit from tracking backend trait. Something like that. I was gonna say like we should be calling get name on it, but if it's not a tracking backend trait, then that would fail. All right, so I think that makes sense, yeah. And then we should also probably yield. I think we can just yield on like get tree create timer. So maybe like 2 seconds. Maybe 1 second. Or maybe it's like while data is null. I don't know. Hold on. Maybe we can have like a has data. Maybe that makes more sense. So it's basically just a Boolean value. Hold on. Sets the stored offsets based off of the current data. And then we can have like has data, func has data. That's fund. Need func. Print error. Has data not yet implemented. Something like that. But actually, don't all of these just have loggers on them anyways? Hold on. Yeah, these do just have loggers on them. Okay. That's fine. We can just use print error. So has data. So we can do has data. Turn data map empty. So not. So the data map is empty. Wait. If the data map is empty, then we should return false because it does not have data. Yes. Determines if there is tracking data. Determines if there's yeah, okay. I mean, that makes sense to me. Does it have tracking data? Yes or no? So has data. And then this one, IFM data. So start receiver. IFM data. When do I set IFM data? Actually, how does this work in here as well? Like, don't I? When do I set the data map stuff? Oh, the data map is just like a map, and then we just set it here based off of the data ID. Okay. And actually, I wasn't really thinking about it, but your main data ID could totally change if someone else walks into the frame and then they're the middle of the frame, then that's a new person. So then things start getting confused. That's fine. That's fine. Hold on. So here, how do I want to do this then? I think OpenCFace is pretty solid because it, for whatever reason, allows for multiple tracking sources. I've always thought that'd be kind of weird, but now everything makes sense. You know what? What if I just make this a... Yeah, we can just have it here. So IFM data stored in a dictionary. So it's a minute cost. but I think it will make sense, probably. Maybe. Because I don't want to set it to like, oh, is the head rotation 0? Because that's such a bad way of doing it. Or I guess we can do like has data. So var has data, which is some sort of bool. So false, something like that, right? And then we can do has data return ifm data has data. And so we just set that immediately, basically. So ifm data has data is equal to true. Something like that. So just something to indicate that we grab data and then we just incur this constant cost. Right? Because we could check to see if it's set or not, but I mean, it's a single operation, right? Checking to see if something is there, or checking to see if something is false and just setting something to true. I'm pretty sure that's like the same amount of instructions. Might be wrong there. So var tracker is equal to tracking backend traits, trackers, payload ID, and then we can do, all right, this might be a bit tough because I do need to try this out before I push it. Okay. So while not tracker has data, I think we just want to yield. So get tree yeah, am I crazy? It's get tree idle frame. Something like that, yeah. Let me give that a try. I think that makes sense. To me, that makes sense, but that might not make sense. All right, so go into here. So I've turned off my tracker. We can go into here, turn on tracking. Let's do OpenCFace. Incompatible runner, no trackers property found. What? What? Hold on. Too many arguments for set off. Shut up. Shut up. My least favorite things about the Godot is the fact that classes are registered in like this kind of bonkers way where, I mean, you can actually look at which classes are registered in your project.godot file. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but actually, where's my runner traits really quick? Actually, what is the dummy used for? Dummy? What was the dummy used for? Who uses this, by the way? No one uses this? I want to take out the class name. I don't think it's ever used. I think it's used in like exactly one place. And that's probably like a test. That's probably fine. Okay, so OpenCFace. Well, no, this is probably in tracking GUI descriptor. And then we're looking for type dictionary. That's right. Trackers. So we can erase, right? Because can you erase from a? Hold on. Can dictionaries erase? I don't remember. Trackers. Okay, yeah. Dictionaries can erase. That's nice. So, and this actually needs to be reversed. I've just noticed that this is in the wrong order, because not everything implements getName. And then we can do trackers OSF getName is equal to OSF. I think that should be fine. Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. We're just gonna send it. Send me. Ah! Non-existent function. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, I see. Okay, so I've caused a problem now. Face tracker, kill it. Kill the face tracker. This one, we no longer send in all of this garbage. Now we only send in, oop, felt Godot hang on me there for a little bit. This is something I don't understand about the new 3.5 update is what, maybe it's because of my high DPI monitor, but it really does not like trying to interact with that. All right, tracker. Values, yeah. All right, send me again. I think that those were the only things that were kind of weird. So tracking, open CFace. Oh my god. For a tracker, non-existent apply in base string. Oh, that's right. God. Values. That's fine. Redo me. Update. Please. I know it's running. I can see it. I can see my webcam turned on. One more time. Once more with feeling. Open CFace. I mean, that's somewhat close. Oh, you know what? I was not looking at the webcam. Am I not allowed to do this? Oh, good. Well, we can kill it like this, I think. No? Interesting. So there's more than one thing that's broken by the fact that I changed how some of this stuff works. Oh, I see. It's this. Okay, one more time. All right, so at least I know now. At least now we're able to turn it back on. So stare straight at the camera. Eyes are kind of freaking me out. And then press stop. Not able to start it again, which is interesting. Huh. Hold on. Why is this? So stop tracker, start tracker. So the thread, we need to start that. Connection, we only take a connection, yeah. Like that. Why am I not able to start and stop it? We add logger debug. Do I not have a logger in this one? I might not have added a logger for whatever reason here. All right, we can add a logger. That's fine. sf open cface GUI. So anywhere in here that's using am logger, we'll just use regular logger, that's fine. Replace me. Okay. Then under toggle, where is it? Toggle tracking. Stopping tracker. Yeah, so this is stopping it, this is starting it. Okay. So give me one more try. Clicked on the wrong thing, of course. Tracking, open cface. That's so weird though. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing again. Stopping, stopping, stopping. Why is it always stopping the tracker now? So maybe it's not able to erase it? Is that not valid? I mean, that should be valid, right? Yeah, that should be valid, but for whatever reason, it's not. Oh, this needs to be trackers erase tracker get name. I see. That's right. That's right. Actually, you know what? Let's change this in IFM as well before I forget, because I know I'm going to forget. That sounds like something I would forget about. Yeah, okay, tracker, get name. And actually, you can tell that this is also wrong, because you cannot always guarantee that this is the case. In a best case scenario, you could, but this is not a best case scenario. Okay. Did I do that right? Did I do that right? I don't... Losing my mind. Okay, so that's fine. Alright. Run me again, run me again. But see, this is what I'm talking about with the OpenCFA stuff, is that for whatever reason, the initial... Okay, well, see, that one worked out. I don't know why. I was looking straight at the camera, though, the same as always. I was actually looking a bit lower than usual. Yeah, it's still a little offset, but that's fine. So, we can stop. We can start again. Okay, well, that's fine. Stop. And then kill. I think that's pretty good. You know what? I think this design is a lot better at the very least. Is a lot better at the very least. Something that would be nice is to be able to pull these, like, have constants be available, I guess, independent of, like, being hard-coded or something. But, you know, I acknowledge it's kind of hard to make that happen. But I think this stuff makes sense. IFM should still work. Yeah, you know what? All right, let's try it really quickly, just to make sure. Just to make sure. You never know. So I have my tablet here. Go to this thing, iFacial mocap. Calling out iFacial kind of freaks me out, as always. All right, start me. Can't start me. Incompatible runner. All right. Good job, good job. We've done it. IFM, incompatible runner. So it's in the GUI. Where is it? Oh, right here. Type dictionary. Run me one more time. Tracking IFM is the easiest one. So start. Please. Oh, I'm so mad. All right, kill it. Or was it append? Oh, because it was loaded at runtime, so it's not able to figure it out. Okay. So this should be trackers ifm get name is equal to ifm. I'm not mad. Not mad, just disappointed in myself for the most part. I can't see anything. See, this looks way better. I don't understand why it always looks so much better. Okay. Man, you know what? This actually looks really good. that actually looks really good. Press escape. Like, it's actually able to do winking a lot better than OpenCFace, but maybe that's because I'm a dummy. Would not be the first time. Look at that. What if we do wink optimized? Maybe, do you think that'll work? What happened? Nothing happened? Hold on. Turn this off. Just get this iFacial mocap face out of here. You're freaking me out. Oh, you know what? I probably need to update the version of OpenCFace that's even loaded here, because maybe like the option 4 doesn't even exist. Yeah, okay. Don't really know. Seems okay though. I need to figure out why like the gaze values are not really interpolating properly. Because they interpolate properly for IFM. They interpolate properly for IFM, but not for this. Called by the runner to apply tracking data. The model is also passed to allow for blend shapes to be directly applied if applicable. Yeah. I think that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. I think it might be nice to have things be one of the requests was for like tracking data to be like automatically center itself after a little bit of time, but we'll think about it. I don't really know what the algorithm would even be for that, but I think what I have right now is pretty good, or I'm feeling pretty good about this. So get name, that's always nice. Start receiver, stop receiver, easy. Set offsets, needs an explanation. Has data, needs an explanation. Apply, definitely needs an explanation. So I think we have everything that you really need, I guess. Well, let's add func has data, bool, em, logger, error, has data, not yet. tracking backend dummy. So let's hit this with a little find and replace, shall we? There we go. Really quick, run all the tests, make sure everything still works. Let's go. All right. I think that feels pretty good, I think. That feels pretty good. Lots of changes though. Lots of changes. Git restore assets, VRM models. I do need to run BFG repo cleaner on this entire repository at some points, because there is just a lot of like binary data in the stuffs. So let's see. Change defaults, or I guess runner traits, trackers to be a dictionary. Change API for tracking backend traits, or also rename tracking backend interface to tracking backend traits. Add logic for auto setting stored offsets. Feels pretty good. I'm going to pour myself another drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. Playing a little incremental game on the side, and someone posted in the main chat something somewhat suspect. All right, so let's open up a PR really quick. Close Twitter. Good thing this wasn't. Good thing this wasn't actually showing my Twitter feed, because that would be somewhat embarrassing. All right, draft pull request. And then luckily, I can merge things without approval, because like I'm really the only I'm the primary code contributor, so need the ability to merge at will. Let's run it through again. I mean, all the tests passed, so whatever. We're able to load stuff, which is cool. You know what? One thing I didn't test was the duck. But let's go back to the duck. I didn't check to see if that actually worked. Load in the duck. Okay, the duck still works. And iFacial mocap. We can start tracking from here. Then I'll go over here. Face ID. Face is too far away. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, cool. Look at that. And then does it... Actually, this is something I haven't tried that often. So if it reconnects. Okay, so if it loses connection, it gets very confused. Starting IFM tracker. That's wrong. You know what? What the heck? That's somewhat confusing. That seems like a bug. Not gonna lie. Hold on. Load in the duck. Load in the IFM tracker. Start me. Then we'll stop the tracker. Turn it back on. Stop the tracker. Turn it back on. Something's not right here. something is very not right here. So even if it's not visible, it should still be I don't have a great answer for that. Hold on. IFM. What the heck happens here? So and then this does need to be just GUI for iFacial mocap. I need to think about this, because like clearly we're losing some sort of data. I don't know why though. We're losing data and I'm not sure why. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's something weird that's going on. We'll send it for now and then just put that as a known bug, maybe? Like, I'm not sure what happens there. That's so weird. Alright, put me here. Set this as defaults. These need to actually be under the same thingy. We can start the tracker. Something I didn't realize actually when I was getting this iPad, the magic keyboard for your iPad doesn't actually like fold all the way back, right? So you are kind of forced to use it in like laptop mode, and if you want it in another mode, you actually need to unhook it from the thing. Like the actual keyboard is really cool. Yeah, there's something, okay, there's some sort of bug here, I can tell. Some sort of bug here. Oh, this is trackers.values. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Okay, that makes sense. So we're able to stop. We can start it again. We go here. Tracking stops. And now we've lost our connection, so we can stop and then start it again. Okay. There we go. So let's... It's not really a mulligan, but let's just pretend that that didn't happen. Git restore assets VRM models. Git rebase 2. Push force. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think I do need to enhance IFM here. So if we ever lose the connection, connection. Okay, well, I need to look up the documentation for, what is this? This is a packet peer UDP. Packet peer UDP is connected to host. Yeah, I guess we can always just check to see, like, if not is connected to host, then connection is now null. Continue. Oh, and then just actually not continue, but receive or return. I don't know how to talk. All right, I think that should work a bit better. So if we go to here, tracking, iFacial mocap, starts. Look at that, and then we can stop tracking. Bring it back. Not able to take connection again? Really? I don't really know. I would have thought that would work. Because I guess you could have a bad packet, but you also don't want to stop and start your connection, right? Take a connection, drop the connection over and over again, because that'd be really slow. What other things do we have then? Packet peer. So what is listening? I mean, I think always, right? You're always listening. Turns true if the UDP socket is open and has, see, connect to host. No, don't really need it. What else do we have? I don't really know. I don't really know. I would have thought like this would do the trick, right? So if you're not connected to a host, I don't know. Logger, debug, dropping connection, something like that. Let's give it a try. What's going on? What's going on? We just never dropped the connection, huh? That's weird. So what happens when this occurs? So you're still connected to the host, but then you just get, I don't really know. If the connection just stops, what happens? And then another problem is that I'm not able to print. I guess I could print. We could just print the connection, various data about the connection. So we can do print connection. I don't know. What the heck is a multicast group? Oh, okay, you can multicast. I don't really know. I don't know. Is maybe we just want to do, maybe if it's not listening anymore. That seems plausible. We're just trying things and hoping they work at this point. The best kind of software development is the just guessing. So close the connection. Start it again. Yeah, see, I don't know what's going on here. I don't really know what's going on here. I don't know. I don't know. Packet error. What else are we printing? Some sort of connection. Is there a way for me to get the host? There is. Get packet IP, connect to host. This is a packet peer. Packet error. Last packet received. Might be interesting, yeah. Packet IP. I mean, we do need to, maybe this is just in the wrong order, right? Packet ports. And then I'm not going to print the IP because I'm not a madman. My facial mocap. Go here. So there are a few errors. And now we run into packet error 2, which looks about right. Maybe if we just run into packet error 2? Yeah. If we run into packet error 2, we should just kill it. Yeah. What is packet error? By the way. If packet error... Oh, okay, so error 2 is error unavailable. Okay. So we should just check to see if there's an error, I guess. Packets get if connection get packets I think this will break actually because I do remember seeing a few 2s. Right, so when it starts connecting, the first few packets will actually be invalid, I think. But see, that's kind of hard. Yeah. Okay, now it's freaking out. Packet error count. So let's say like 10, and then we can have const max packet error. And this should be 0 actually. Stop this. Oh, and this should be is not okay. Okay, so I'm just a big dummy. Let's try this again. I did the wrong operator. Would not be the first time. Okay, so now it's working. We can turn it off. Okay. I didn't even need it, actually, it turns out. It'll basically cycle through the connection a few times, but that's probably fine. Yeah, it's a bit unoptimal, I think, for sure. Bit unoptimal, but whatever. Why is get packet error returns the error states of the last packet received? I don't know what that means. So it says error unavailable, but like, why? So logger. Last packet was last packet had an error. Get packets error. Yeah, I don't know what that means. What is that? That's something I'm not familiar with in the slightest. We can start this. Last packet had an error. Close that. Error 2. Taking connection. Yeah, there we go. But I think that makes sense, yeah? So we can close this. Go to here. We can take out these things. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. Ha ha ha. Add retry. Add connection. Drop retry functionality. Functionality to IFM. Push that. We'll go here. And I think I'm just gonna send it, honestly. But now I need to package everything once again. It's such a pain. I need to set up CI/CD. But before I do set up the entire CI/CD thing, I do need to finish working with these pipelines, which is always a pain as well. But at least IFM is more or less good to go. More or less. I need to redo the entire extension system. I do want to get the you know what? I do need to get the flat pack thing. I need to add support for the Flatpak file picker really quick, which means I need to rethink the design for the entire extension thing in general. I think I was thinking about moving this to be just a TOML file, so it's no longer an INI, right? We're moving from INI to TOML. Although I could support both of them, but I think TOML it just makes more sense because any valid INI file is a valid TOML file. I'm pretty sure. All right, remote control server, that's going to have to wait. What is your problem? What is your problem? Give that a save, reload. And then we'll also probably have to reload you as well. Maybe not. Okay, that's fine. So What did I say I was gonna? What else did I say I was gonna do? Hold on. Go to my Discord. Let me see. Is my bot still alive? Did my bot come back online, by the way? My bot is still not back online. Probably need to figure something out. In the case in Meowface, even if you open source the app, it will still be the same result because the tracking library she's saying that's going down. I would assume she's, or that is local. Here is on the device, and it only needs to authenticate some server in order to work. What Anna said. Otherwise, would really high. Yeah. Let's see. People are just randomly talking a bunch. Okay, so IFM, better CLI support, yes. No more, yep. Auto detect offsets, Meowface support. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so what are the other quick wins? We need quick wins. Let's go to the other thing really quick. So it's Virtual Puppet Project, Flatpak File Picker. So this was some Rust stuff. So cargo toml. So I know that there's some weird stuff that you can do here. Cargo toml dependencies, because they said that they were going to update it and give it a try for the other stuff, but you know, it's fine. I can do it. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. Target. Not any or not Unix. Cargo toml. How do you do an OS specific dependency? I've seen it before. Is this valid? Rust CFG not conditional compilation. Okay, I'm pretty sure this will work. Maybe. Dependencies. So I'll add this here. Wait, no. Something like that. right, like this, and then we'll just have another target, CFG Unix dependencies, and then we'll move this here, here, like so. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Seems about right. Which means I should be able to compile this with no problems. Maybe. So this is Flatpak file picker. Alright. So that should be fine. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me, right? So on Unix, this will use the XDG portal stuff. Because it should just work anyways, and then on non-Unix platforms, this will just use the whatever the RFD defaults are, I think. Let's actually check. RFD Rust. Or Rust RFD. Rusty file dialog. Some Windows, Mac OS. And I guess we'll just always use XDG desktop portal. So XDG desktop portal backend is used when the GTK3 feature is disabled with default features as false and XDG portal is enabled instead. This backend will use either the GTK or KDE file dialog depending on the desktop environment in use at runtime. It does not have any non-Rust build dependencies. However, it requires the user to have either GTK, GNOME, KDE, XDG desktop portal backend installed at runtime. They're typically installed by the distribution together along with the desktop environments. If you are packaging an application that uses RFD, ensure either one of these is installed on the package, though WL Roots portal backend does not implement the dbus API that RFD requires. It does not interfere with other portal implementations. They can all be installed simultaneously. The XDG desktop portal has no API for message dialog, so the message dialog and async message dialog structs will not build with this backend. Mac OS blah blah. Customization. Customize button texts of message dialogues in Windows. Sounds boring. Alright. I think this is fine. So this will probably work, so we can just hit it with a cargo build release. All right, file picker. We'll call it file picker bin, right? And that should technically be fine. Or I guess cargo build. Be lower like that. Cargo build. Help cargo lib release hey. Bin path source main rs, something like that. But then we can also build a, well, you know what, let's just cargo clean it really quick. Cargo clean, and then send me. Oh baby, look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. RFD, yeah, I'll give it a star, why not? Although something that's kind of weird about how RFD works is that adding the filters, it's weird, right? Like why do these filters here, I'm looking at this by the way, these require a reference to reference of string, but why can't these just take a string? I guess that's why I'm a little confused about. Like, it would be better actually. Couldn't they do it as a like a generic type or something, or you look for a trait, so something that implements like from string or into, yeah, from string, because you never do into string because from implies into. Yeah, whatever. All right, and then bin, right? You can specify bin. Yeah. So what does the main RS do? I guess that's fine. And then we can even like execute it. It won't really do that much. Actually, why is it building the library as well? It should not be building the library. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Yeah. Shouldn't this be building only the library? Or the binary, I should say. Oh, you know what? There it is. Yeah, there it is. It works. And then it just panics, which is, you know, whatever. I get it. Git check out branch. Split depths for Flatpak, or for Linux versus others. That's fine. Commit at all dependencies between Linux and Mac versus Windows, and Windows. There we go. But now, what needs to be done, so we'll go into, we'll just look at this directly. Just a bit easier to manipulate like this, right? Or actually, wait a minute. Hold on. No, this is the tracker. Flatpak file picker. Compare and pull request. Request a review. So you can look at this and then Scaffolding. I think the scaffolding is good enough. Oh, actually, I do need to go into the scaffolding. Git. So this stuff. Config ini. It's some sort of plugin. Just, yeah, I mean, it could just work like that. That's fine. It'll work on both of them. That's fine. But I need to think more about the TOML thing. What's up with the TOML format? TOML format. TOML, Tom's obvious file language. Yeah, so these are all things. Yeah. I think something I don't really get is what the heck is the double square brackets? Yeah, strings. You can have multi-line strings. Yeah. Literal strings. Yeah. Read the full spec. Yeah, give me the full spec. Comments are nice. I love comments. Big fan. Invalid. Also invalid. Key may either be bare quoted or dotted. What does that mean? Okay, yeah. Invalid. This is valid but discouraged. Sure. Okay, interesting. So you can have a key of keys if you want. Sure. Yeah, that's invalid. Okay. Strings, looks fine. Okay, I don't really care about this. Date times, I don't really use that, so that's fine. Arrays, that's something that I don't super understand. Square brackets are values inside. Well, okay, sure. Yeah. Mixed types arrays, yeah. So you can have a table inside of your array. Table. But then what happens when you have the double square brackets? That's the thing that I'm confused about. Key value pairs, found by headers. The ever values. Yeah. So table 1, table 2. Same for keys. Okay, cool. White space around the key. Sure. Do not do this. Like keys cannot define a table more than once. Yep. Don't do that. Yeah. Technically valid. Sure. Top level table is called the root table. Okay. Unlike table is nameless and it cannot be relocated. Sure. Dotted keys. Okay, and an inline table. Sure. An array of tables. Okay, that's probably what I was thinking about. Yeah. The last syntax that has not been described allows writing arrays of tables. They can be expressed by using a header with a name in double brackets. The first instance of a header defines the array in its first table element, and each subsequent instance creates and defines a new table element in that array. Tables are inserted into the array in the order encountered. Sure. Okay. It's an array of tables. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. I'm confused. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is an array of tables where the containing array is called products, and then you just have an anonymous table inside of it. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Sure. Sure. I feel like I've seen ABNF. What is ABNF? Maybe not. Okay. Well, that's fine. So let me think. I'm still trying to think through the design for extensions, because I think I want to, because I'm just going all in at this point for like custom Godot stuff. So I do have TOML available for parsing things now. So generally you would do things like this. So just, you know, name, just Flatpak file picker. Then you would have a table, right? Like so. So type plugin GD native true. Actually, are booleans valid TOML? I don't. That's something I don't remember. What are bools? Okay, bools are valid TOML. Always lowercase. Yeah. Entry point file picker, and then this will have to be. This has to be the same, right? And then we can have slightly more intricate keys for everything. So I don't really know though. I don't really know. Config.toml. Everyone loves a good toml. So GD native true. Type plugin. Maybe I can have something called like target class. And then target class, target method. Or how do you do subtables in TOML? So it's a table in a table. A table, if you will. Oh, okay, this is how you do table. File picker target. So I gotta think. How would I insert that into this? File picker target. Target. Let's call it like class. And we'll just call it target. So class is equal to something. I don't really have a good answer for this. Yeah, I have no good answer for this actually. We'll just call it like file picker. Or like desktop utils. File system utils. Maybe like FS utils. My brain is feeling very, very tiny. So type is like a property, I guess. Type property. File picker. Something like that. Do I even have a file picker or a file system util in VPupper? I do have a file util. You know what? We could call it a file util. File util. And then we can have a thing that will just open up basically give you back a handle. Something like that. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. So get something like that. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Everything I said that would be needed for an Alpha 2 is more or less done. I just need to re-export every single thing, and then we should be good to go. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll be live tomorrow from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time working on this again. There's a Discord. No, my bot is still dead. I don't know what's going on. I'm being super rate limited. But there's a Discord out there somewhere. If you want to check out the project that I've been working on, it's available here on GitHub. It's free and open source. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's a Discord. You can find it on that page here. Look at this, the fancy Discord button. Or you can look at my GitHub profile, which is here. Has all kinds of cool stuff on it, including Discord link. But you know, socials, you can look at my commit history. Oh baby, contribution settings, that's fine. Actually, what the heck is activity overview? Look at that. Oh, I didn't realize that was something that you could turn on. Look at that. It's mostly like it's 87% commits. But I've got a lot of contributions. Yeah. That's going to be it for me for today. Goodbye.